Good evening. Welcome to another session with the state of, instead of a state of a district, this is a state of the multiple district. And we have tonight our council chairperson, Council Chair Patty Allen White. And I'd like to just turn it over to you, and you have some information prepared for us. Go ahead.
I do, yes. Good evening, Lions family. It's a privilege and an honor um, to be here as your council chairperson to deliver the State of the Multiple District 19 address for the Lions year 24-25. The things you do in your communities here and around the world make me proud to be a Lion. There are many positive things to say about MD19 and its individual Lions clubs, our dedicated leaders at every level of our organization, and our many, many programs. I've really loved seeing the intentional move by our Lions leaders this year to include fun and fellowship in our projects and activities. From my perspective, that is a very healthy move to bring us closer together. The latest MD19 annual convention held in Chilliwack, BC, hosted by the Chilliwack's, I think it was Monarch Club, Zeller J. Monarch, there I have it, was a great example of this very thing of working together and having fun and fellowship and learning at the same time. Despite the space challenges, it was interesting and fun convention. And I thank you, all of you Lions who made it possible. We all learned a lot. Before I do talk about all the positive things, I think I'd like to recognize the proverbial elephant named membership that is hanging out in our Lions family living room. As of April 30th, the MD19 had a net loss of 177 members. Out of the 5 districts that we now have, 3 of them have net loss in membership. One is at status quo with its July 1, 2024 beginning membership total, and one has a small net plus in membership. With 60 days left in the Lions year following these April 30th numbers, you know for certain that things will change. And if the past has any influence on things, it's usually not in a positive direction. I remember as a governor having a plus all year long and then ending the year with a net loss. And I kind of puzzled through that as I was thinking about that right now. And I thought, what could I have done differently rather than just expect the drops, which is what I did. That's exactly what I did. I just expected them. So thinking about that right now, I'm wondering, could we intentionally do our spring house cleaning, which Lions do in June, but could we do it in February instead each year rather than in June so that we have time to look for ways to repair negative influences that are causing members to decide to drop their membership? By starting the process early in the year, could we have time to look for replacements for those who must leave for one reason or another? By addressing this issue early in the year and the last half of the year, could we figure out what we might change in the culture of our Lions family so that we don't continue doing the things that are impacting negatively on our members? Do you think we could do that? We have to be brave enough to do something new in order to gain different results. I leave these questions with you to seriously mull over with your club and with your zone and with your district. Good things to consider, a new way of doing business. So let's continue to be serious about the global membership approach. I've watched that being used by the districts this year and a few clubs. And that's the approach we used to use, but we didn't call it global membership approach. We did have district and multiple district Lemper teams. That was leadership, extension, membership, public relations. They were teams that set SMART goals, just like the GMA. They met together both on the district and multiple district level several times each year, more on the district level than the multiple district. They each met together and discussed their goals and where they were in their goals, and they held each other accountable. They tracked progress that they were making on their goals and the lack of progress. They shared ideas and discussed reasons for not reaching their goals. The process was beginning to be very successful, and then, for a variety of reasons, we changed course. The good news is that I am observing that we are starting seriously to go after it again with the Global Action Team, which is leadership, membership, service, extension, and marketing, just almost exactly the same as our Lemper teams. We held 2 MD19 GAT meetings this past year with as many district GAT coordinators as could possibly attend. We didn't allow it to be a Zoom meeting. We wanted face-to-face, and everybody appreciated that on their evaluations. The meetings weren't long enough, but the best part is that they actually happened. It's a step in the right direction. The door has been opened. District GAT coordinators, please keep meeting. Multiple District 19 GAT coordinators, please bring as many district coordinators as possible together again. I encourage you to do it at the beginning of the year and again in the middle of the year. Make the meetings better than our meetings were this year. Make them longer. This GMA program works if we work it, even if we make mistakes in the process. Let's keep trying and not give up. SMART goals are effective and important. Following up on those goals and holding each other accountable is extremely important. We've started. Let's keep on keeping on. The percentage of clubs reporting service this year has improved significantly. I would say the improvement has been going on for about 2 years, maybe 3. Past District Governor Peggy Harriman, our global service team member, has led the way, encouraged us, taught us how to do it, this reporting business, when we have been willing to learn. She's even gone out and had face-to-face meetings with secretaries and service coordinators. The number of clubs reporting will fade away. It needs, unless we don't keep teaching and encouraging our clubs to do it. The changeover in membership and officers is great in volunteer organizations. We have to keep educating and encouraging our members, talking about it and training them. So that brings me to what I've observed in the training or education field of our officers and our clubs. Zoom meetings and webinars are good, but meeting face-to-face is also very effective because you can ask questions of each other and you can discuss issues a little more easily than on a Zoom meeting. We need to do both. Let's offer both types of training and let's find ways to help with travel expenses within our districts. You are very forward thinking, and I think each of the districts will be able to come up with ways to help their people attend face-to-face meetings. Our global leadership training chairperson, Debbie Bostock is on this, and she would love help from other Lions throughout the multiple districts. So let's help her get our training, face-to-face training meetings going. The extension of new Lions clubs is one of the most effective ways to boost our membership. That was true 50 years ago when Gordon Smith was our executive secretary treasurer and extension chairperson, and it's still true today. He told me once that if we did not put in new clubs, our membership numbers would decline. He operated on that premise. He said that the back door was just as wide open during his 20 years of service as our executive secretary treasurer as it is today. His goal was always to charter 2 new clubs per district per year. And he did it for a living, and he was paid to do it. Now, we can use that as an excuse for not being able to put in new clubs as unpaid volunteers. However, it sure would be better for us and the Lions organization if we brainstormed how to train ourselves to do this well so that we could experience the same kind of growth that they experienced back when he was executive secretary treasurer. Specialty clubs and clubs on university campuses are 2 areas where some multiple districts are having success. And we did look at those 2 areas, and we are looking at them now. We just scratched the surface of new types of clubs. Passon Chair George Sim has left the new MD19 Extension Chairperson with some good notes about what we did this current year. We need to build on the things that we learned this year and experience success. MD19 Lions Foundation. That's also known as the Service and Leadership Development Foundation. It has grown in influence both outside the wonderful world of Lions and within the Lions organization itself. So many young people and teachers have been assisted in leadership growth in the school districts in Eastern Washington using foundation grants these past 2 years. 4-H groups have benefited from these grants, and the scouting organization has benefited. But this most likely will not continue without the support of our district leaders in the upcoming year. We need our district leaders to make sure that there are 2 representatives from each district always sitting on that foundation board. And the reason for that is we need those district representatives to keep news about the foundation in front of the Lions in their districts. And we need the district leadership to keep selecting district representatives to serve on the foundation and spread the news. The foundation is in a very positive place right now, but it must be nurtured and supported by our district Lion leaders, or it will disappear again from our minds. There are so many more activities and Lions organizations to mention because they each bring a different brand of goodness into our world in Multiple District 19. The MD19 Youth Exchange program is one of the most exciting right now. District Governor Tammy Allen has brought it back to life with some help from other Lions because she attended a seminar somewhere back in time and read something somewhere that sparked her interest in this amazing program. The Schumer family in District 19 has just been waiting for a Lion like Tammy to catch the vision and bring new life to this wonderful youth program. There is lots of material and information out there, and I know Tammy would be glad to come and speak to your Lions Club about this program. The Leo program is another great youth program that has begun to grow again under the tutelage of Linda DeRoche, and she's being mentored by Barry Shiles, Leo advisor extraordinaire, and we are benefiting from their expertise and their information. We are involving Leo members as Leo liaisons with our district cabinets and multiple district council. It started last year at the multiple district level, and it will be continued on this year with our council chair, Steve. What a great way to keep Lions alive into the next generation. Makes me want to sing that song, We Are Family. I think that was Sister Sledge that brought that song to life. Patient care grants and project support grants are being received by another MD19 foundation called the Northwest Lions Foundation. It's also been known as the Northwest Lions Sight and Hearing Foundation in the past. This wonderful Lions Foundation started about 60 plus years ago with White Cane Days as their main fundraising project to support a brand new eye bank on the campus of the University of Washington. It's been going through a reorganization phase, and district representatives are needed to sit on this board as well as the other MD19 Lions boards. Encourage your Lions to get involved. This foundation can financially help clubs aid people around sight and hearing needs that may be too expensive for a club on its own to accomplish this. What a great resource we have. Two great resources, the Northwest Lions Foundation and the MD19 Lions Foundation. So then there's contests and awards. This year we didn't have a really good participation in this great program, but stand by. They can be fun and sometimes funny activities. They are designed to be helpful and educational. Watch for them. We're going to be talking about them more this year. We cannot afford to stop growing and changing and moving forward. As soon as you do that, you start dying. Someone much smarter than I pointed that out to me. We cannot afford to contemplate resting on our laurels or bragging about how far we've come. We will never reach the end of this exciting journey. Actually, if we did, that would be boring and deadly. Let's enjoy the journey together. Let's keep looking forward to the next adventure. I wish you a great year, Lions, under the leadership of Council Chairperson Steve and our district governors, Teresa, Steve, September, Donna, and Roger, and all of their zone chairpersons. I just want to say thanks for the memories, and thank you to all our new leaders from the club level on up to the multiple district level. Thank you for stepping up to lead us into the future.
Excellent.
Thank you. Al?
Yeah, thank you. I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
During your year, what event, I'll leave it at event, put the biggest smile on your face?
Oh gosh, there were so many. I think seeing the GAT teams begin to work together and meeting on the multiple district level and watching them begin to work within their new districts, that's been challenging and understandably so, but they were really talking intensely at the first GAT meeting. We had more time to work together, and they were ironing out some challenges, and they were offering to do different things. I think it'll take a while for them to get to know each other and to build the team atmosphere, but I saw them begin to do that, and I know it left some of our district governors with a very good feeling about the possibility of this working together. So even though I loved visiting the different clubs and seeing the different ways they do things, the different clubs, and celebrating some 100 anniversaries, I think that GAT team gave me the most hope, those meetings together. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, let me face the other direction. Besides membership, because we understand what's going on with membership. What part was the most frustrating that you weren't able to really work in a good solution?
Probably the MD19 annual convention. It was so exciting to see so many people want to come in person to that convention. Oh my gosh, it was just, it blew us all away. We did not expect that. And we had a stellar team working on that convention, and they really wanted to find solutions and make it fun and exciting. And it was amazing. We had some amazing music and drum groups, and the local First Nations people came, and oh my gosh, it was just a great coming together, and we couldn't come together.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
couldn't all come, and I was really sorry about that because people missed out. And but I know that they are very encouraged to keep trying new things and not let that happen again. So that was a good part about that. Yeah.
On the other side of that, of course, there's a lesson in that: register for the convention early.
Yes. Yes. And humans are notorious for not doing that. And boy, did they rue that if they didn't
Yeah,
register early. Yeah.
very true. Very true. Well, Council Chair Petty, I do want to thank you for your help today. I want to thank you for providing us some information, and I want to thank you for your work over the years with our Lions organization. Everybody runs into problems and their frustrations, whether you're a club committee chair or a international director. There's always challenges in front of us, and they're going to continue. We need to address them. We need to move it forward.
And thank you for understanding about not being able to attend in person today. I really wanted to, and I planned on it. But when I was asked to install a very longtime friend as president of our Lions Club, and I just wanted to do that. So thanks for making it possible for me to do both.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah. We can make it work. That's the way we
Yes, we
operate
can.
on it. Make it work.
All right.
Well, again, I want to thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. And I'm going to ask everybody watching this later on, if you have questions of Patty, don't hesitate to send her a note. Don't hesitate to give her a call. Even if it's in the middle of the night, don't hesitate whatsoever.
Oh, thank you very much, Al Hedstrom. I'll try to return the favor.
Again, thank you, and good night, all.
Good night.